Welcome to the State University of New York at New Paltz. I'm Beth Vargas, and I'm the Executive Director of the Center for International Programs. I would like to introduce somebody who needs no introduction, Bruce Zillner. I met Bruce for the first time at a NAFSA conference in Denver, Colorado, 22 years ago. This will be the last NAFSA conference that Bruce will attend officially representing SUNY New Paltz. And we're not even attending the conference. But we are inviting our partners to join us for meetings the last week of May and the first week of June, and we look forward to connecting with you at that time. For the past year and a half, Bruce has been our Senior Advisor for Global Strategy, and so before his official retirement in only a few weeks, I would like to ask him for some advice, and I invite you to listen in. So Bruce, can you start by saying a few things about partnerships? New Paltz has terrific partners and collaborations around the world. What makes for a good partnership between universities and individuals, especially from different countries?
Well, thank you for the kind introduction, Beth. It's a great pleasure to be greeting my friends and colleagues throughout the globe. I miss you. I wish we were together so we could embrace, but that will have to come at some future time. Partnerships have been fundamental to our ongoing campus comprehensive international strategy, and that's been the case since the founding of the Center for International Programs. Reciprocal elements of exchanges have made it possible for students, both yours and ours, to have an affordable international experience, and have helped us to make mobility accessible to all types of students. Partnerships have allowed us to exchange not just students, but faculty, staff, and also knowledge, ideas, and opinions, and made us all richer. For me, one of the most gratifying aspects of my work over the past 4 decades has been to collaborate with like-minded colleagues from throughout the world to conceive, develop, and implement programs that benefit our students and institutions. We're fortunate to have such a tremendous network of partners throughout the world.
Thank you, Bruce. So as you know, you've been recognized by NAFSA and other organizations for your work making study abroad and global learning more generally accessible to students from all economic backgrounds. Why is this important, and what advice would you give to me and other international education professionals who want to keep this as a priority in the coming years?
Almost 50 years ago, as a first-generation college student, I had the opportunity to study abroad. It changed my life and launched me on a lifelong labor of love. When I began at New Paltz, on both the national and campus levels, study abroad students were mostly white and privileged. We at New Paltz identified barriers to participation in global learning and work hard to, if not eliminate them, to work around them. We were successful in making international education accessible to students from all racial and socioeconomic backgrounds. However, in the post-pandemic world, that access is threatened and barriers have reemerged. International educators need to educate leadership about why it is important for all students to have the opportunity to engage globally. And we, the international educators, need to vocally advocate for the removal of obstacles, not only financial ones, but also those resulting from institutional practices and procedures that impact inclusivity in international education. You, my friends, are the experts, and only you can speak with authority, and you need to be vocal. Educate your campus leadership.
Thank you. So a lot has changed in the last 15 months, as you've mentioned, including the length of your hair. What do you think the future holds, and what can we do to be prepared for the challenges ahead?
Beth, I bought my crystal ball, but it's not helping me to see very far into the future. The future is cloudy. But it's for you, the next generation of international education leaders, to do so. However, in the post-pandemic world, I do believe that very intentional, strategic partnerships will be even more important. I can envision greater collaborations in joint educational programs and on ones that do not rely exclusively on student mobility.
Any other advice that you would like to give to our partners, our friends, or to me?
I'd encourage all of you to remain true to your commitment to educational exchange, to remain true to the core values that we're trying to cultivate: global understanding, cultural competence. I will thank you because my work with committed partners like you throughout the world has made my life and work much richer. I'm thankful to have met so many fine colleagues throughout the world, many of whom have become close personal friends. As I retire from working in international education at SUNY Paltz, I look forward to continuing these relationships with good friends throughout the world. I want to thank my colleagues, both past and present, for all they do, and encourage you to continue your efforts to make the world we share a better place to live and learn for all. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bruce. And we would like to end our introduction here with a toast to you, our partners, with a toast to the future, with a toast to all the good things that are to come. So we look forward to meeting you soon at our international, remote international partner meetings, and Bruce will be joining us for those as well. So to you, Bruce, to you, our partners. Cheers.